Frameshift drive charging.
Good evening, this is Mr. Lazy Legs, and we are live again, but only for 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. But in that time, I'm going to show you what somebody else showed me on how to get some encoder material. And it's quite a good way to do it, although there are obviously several ways to do it. This is the way that I was shown. It's a bit of a travel, but I think it's worth it. And there's several ways of getting encoder data. This is just one. I'm not suggesting it's the best one, but it is a good one. So on your galaxy map, you are looking to go to a location called HIP 12099. I think that's 120. Yeah, 120 HIP space 12099. So that is where we're going. It's quite a few jumps for me, but as I say, it could be worth it, especially if you're looking for high quality data, which, as it happens, I am, to improve my jump range on both of my ships. So that's my Python as well as my Type 9. I think I also need it for thrusters as well, which I need to start engineering on my Type 9. Because if you watched my stream earlier, I was caught out a few times by a Encoder pirate. So I am looking to obviously improve my thrusters. Type 9 is a heavy old machine. Very, very difficult to navigate. So what we tend to do is lose and then get blown up. So I want to improve my thrusters as well. So I'm going to need quite a few things from here, and I'm just going to very quickly, it's going to be a short stream, this one, because I just basically want to show specifically this. And again, there's lots of ways of doing it. This is just one way. So I'm going to jump. I have started jumping already before I started the stream, just to try and speed it along. But when you get to this hit, you are going to need to bring a surface scanner if you haven't been here before, because you are looking for something specific, and it's a crashed Sidewinder ship, and on it there are 4 data, I don't know what they're called, data things. And by scanning those data things, you also need an SRV as well, I should say that as well. So before you even attempt to do this and just be on your way, make sure that you've got a surface scanner and an SRV.
Frameshift drive
because you need to go onto the planet in your SRV. So I should probably mention that right from the start before you just think, oh great, I need some more encoding data, let's do that. And then go, bollocks, I haven't got what I need. Because it is out in the sticks a little bit, so I'm not quite sure how easy it'll be for you to find a station that might sell an SRV or whatnot. So if you have an Explorer ship, then you would have a surface scanner and an SRV. So use your Explorer ship, even if you're new like me. As you probably noticed, I don't do everything's live. I don't do post-production because, well, I'm lazy for a start, and I used to do post-production, and I'll be honest, I never thought it was very good, the end product, so I don't bother anymore. So what you're going to see, so you can probably skip through bits, which is the idea. I don't expect anyone to listen to me babbling on all the way through, but you should be able to skip through bits so that you can understand. And obviously if I have any issues, it's good that you watch them and how I overcome them, because then if you have the same issue, you know how to overcome it. I've seen lots of tutorial videos on Elite Dangerous, and the videos are brilliant, but they skip things, and it's like, what?
System
What?
scan complete.
What? And then if you do, or try and attempt to replicate what they do, and then something comes up, and you'll think, well, I didn't know, how, what, and it's quite annoying. So that's why, one of the reasons I do everything, as I like to call it, raw. So this is my last one, this is where we're going to go, and I need to go, once I get to here, the planet I need to go to is 1B.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
1B. So I shall show you 1B once I arrive in the system. It should have already done it because obviously I've been here a few times before. So I'm just going to gear it up. 1B. So what you'll find when you enter the system, when you're new to this is the system that you want to go to, and this here is a planet that you want to go to. But if you go to it, you won't see anything. Not even I see anything, and I've been here before. So that's perfectly normal. So don't expect to see something because you won't. Once you've been here once, I think, and this will be testament to that, you should see a within 1 million meters. I don't know what the fuck it is. 1 mm. Once you get as close as that, then it should come up that it won't, if you've been here before. But I don't know if it will or not. But on the off chance that it doesn't, I'm going to do the whole surface scan again anyway. Even though I don't need to do it because I've already done it, I'll do it anyway just to show you guys. UFO keys. So I'm just going to get my surface scanner. It's just over there. So I'm going to slow down as I go to the planet. If you've not done surface scanning before, I'll just talk you through it. You need to be in Super Cruise, and you need to go slow. So at the moment we are out of range. That I think will change, and then it will say too fast. It's in red at the moment under my secondary, so it's on the left hand side of my HUD. That should change when I am closer, and it will say too fast. And shockingly, what that means is you've got to slow down. Now, as you can see, because I've scanned this already, I've got something that's come up already, which I wasn't expecting, but geological 9, other 1, human 10. We want the other in this instance. You can also use the geological if you need any raw materials. They've got some really good raw materials here as well. So it's worth, whilst you're here, picking some of them up as well. I will do some of that as well, but this is specifically for material encoded data, and I will do another video for the geological. So we're getting closer to this planet now. It still says out of range. There we go. And I'm going, actually I'm doing not a bad speed, but there you go. I'm going to go a little bit closer. I tend to go a little bit closer. As you can see, it's all blue for me. It won't be for you until you've scanned it. But I'm going to scan it in a way just so that you see. Okay, so I'm now down to 30, which is the slowest you can go. If you haven't got if you don't see your scanner on you press N, or in my case I've got it on my mouse, so I can just cycle through each of my fire groups. I've got surface scanner there. If you don't have it in there, it means that you haven't put it in your fire group, so you need to go to 4 and then fire groups, and then just make sure that you put your service scanner, which in my case is somewhere. Service scanner, heatsink, There you go, server scans at the bottom, so there you go, D2. And if I come back out, I am on D, secondary D, which is what I want. So when you're facing it, basically what you want to do is press the scanner. Once you're in, you need to fire no more than, well, I think it's 6. You want to fire 1 in the middle, like that. 1, that side. 1 just over that line, that dotted line that you see. That side. That side. And then that side. And then what you're looking for is down the bottom 100%. And then it should all go blue. If you don't get the 100%, then you might have to cycle around the planet a little bit to do it. But as I say, I've already done this bit. Okay, so what we're looking to do now is, I'm getting a wee little bit close. You can see that because I've scanned it, it comes up just as I go over it. There you go, geological signal for blah, 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 blah. I actually know what I want, so I need to come out a little bit and then turn around and go back. So for me, I go to my navigator, and then down here we want the Jameson crash site. So that's what we're looking for, Jameson crash site. And obviously if you want to go to the geologicals, I'll show you that on under the stream, but not this one. So I'm going to click that and then say that's the one I want to register, and I can turn around and now it will show me exactly where that site is. Something that I'm always forgetting to do, which is really important, is to find out what the gravity is, because that is actually really important, especially if you're shit like me when you crash and you go too fast. So you click on it, click up here, and then you can just click on the 3 lines and it will tell you what the gravity is. So anything over 1, just be a little bit wary. If it's like 1.2, be very wary. Do not go in too steep, because you will literally crush onto the planet rather than crash. You'll crush. Alright, I'm going to scoot off to this site now. It's really rocky, so you're not going to be able to oh, too fast. Slow down.
Orbital flight engaged.
I think there's a really good chance that I have gone tits over that. I have. It's going to be behind me now, so that's okay. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go forwards just a little bit, and then I'm going to do a swoop. Yep, you heard it first. I'm going to go all the way over. Actually, I think I didn't go far enough, but we'll see. But I'm guessing that I didn't. 45 degrees is what we're looking at, and that's far too much, so I'm going to have to just go further out and then back in. Again, especially if you're if the planet is high gravity, you definitely need to go in at a much lower angle. Right, I'm not going to go round the other way because it tends to cock up your orbital what's-his-face. And then you'll have to wait for your what's-his-face to come back together again and blah blah blah. Anyway, so this is just about right. As you can see, it's quite steep still. And again, if you're doing it on a high gravity planet, I really wouldn't suggest going in too steep at all. But this is a low gravity planet, so I should be fine. So there we go, looking nice. Now the first thing you've got to try and do is find a landing site. Not easy. Not easy. It's a very bumpy planet. It wore too much makeup when it was a child, and that's got very bad pores. So I am going to slow down a little bit. Now we're going to speed up a little bit because I need to be in control. Off we go, not far to go, but I do want to land as close as I possibly can. Slowing down because this is my Python, my baby. And slowing down again. Do you know what? I might actually be able to land closer than I did last time. If I'm lucky. You never know. So, this is where we want to kind of find a landing spot. So I'm going to put my landing gear down. I don't think I'm going to find a landing spot here, so I might be able